Run ads, create a sales funnel, run a Facebook ad, run an Instagram ad, run a YouTube ad, get on Google, pay for things, get funnels running, funnel this to that, run this email to that thing, run this offer, make an evergreen webinar. All of these things are things that we are all hearing as ways to grow our business. But what gets real darn overwhelming is that you don't know how to keep up with what you have running at all times. You don't know what funnel is going where, what Instagram ad or Facebook ad is going to what funnel. You don't keep up with it, and then it turns into a mess that you don't know if you're spending your money the right way or not. So today I want to talk to you about how I organize and keep track of all of my funnels, Facebook ads, and anything else that I'm running so that it runs smoothly and I can track the results. Easy peasy. What is up, party people? I am Jessica Stansberry, and if you are new here, I teach business owners and entrepreneurs how to create content that converts to sales so they can grow a bigger, better, more visible, and passive business. So if that is you, make sure you hit subscribe, because I ain't going nowhere, and I expect that you're not either. So hit subscribe, let's hang out together, and we'll do this thing. Now, my good friend Josh Melton from Maddie's Daddy's Review, and I think it's called Old Geezer Skater Company, which I just absolutely love, has asked me this a couple of times. And I know if he has asked this, and I've actually had a couple other people ask this, then I know it's a very common question. He has said, how do you keep up with Facebook ads and funnels and all of that stuff? And do you use it with Trello? And how do you use Trello to keep up with it? The answer, Josh, is of course I freaking use Trello to keep up with all of this stuff. Who do you think I am? Jeez. My goodness, one of my most popular videos on this channel is all about Trello. I talk about it all the time. Do you think I would use something else? The answer is no. But you know what, guys? That's not helpful for you. Basically, he knew that I was already using Trello, and he wanted to see how I was doing it. So today I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you how I use Trello to organize all those Facebook ads and funnels so that I'm never losing track of what's going where. And before I jump into the computer screen work and showing you Trello, I want to talk for a minute about exactly how I set everything up. So I have individual boards for different campaigns that we do. So if I know that I'm creating an evergreen campaign for YouTube Rockstars, which is my signature course for entrepreneurs to learn how to use YouTube to grow their business, if I know I want to set up a system where that is being sold on Evergreen, I'm going to create a board just for that, or build it off of a board I already have for YouTube Rockstars. So within that, I then create the ad schedule and the funneling and all of that stuff, but I have it all dumped to a master board. So I'll show you a little more as we jump in, but I have little boards that are for each thing. So maybe we're running promotions to Vidfluential U, my membership community that is being renamed. By the time you see this video, it may already have been renamed. But anyway, maybe we're running ads to that. I'm going to have a board specifically for that, and then I'll have another board specifically for this other thing. But they're all going to dump to a master marketing board so I can pick it up at a glance and see what's running at what time, and we can put in reports or whatever so that we know what's working and what's not. So let's just jump into it. I'm going to show you firsthand. So to keep up with everything, I create a master marketing plan Trello board. So essentially, this master marketing plan is where any other marketing plans feed into. So if I have my content planning Trello board, or my webinar, if I'm prepping for a webinar, it all feeds into here. So if there are due dates or anything like that, they feed into here automatically with something like Butler. Now, just to show you kind of how I keep up with this, and this is on a blank board. This is what I would use if I was setting this up for a client or something of that nature. So this master marketing plan, I will have whatever we're launching set up over here. So okay, I'm going to launch product 1. I'm going to launch product 2. Here's all the things that need to get done for each of those launches. Here's the blog post, Facebook Lives, YouTube, Instagram, everything we're going to be doing. And then this would be where I would host my Facebook ads and everything. Now, for me, I work best in this kind of situation in a calendar view. So if I'm looking at the calendar and I say, you know what, for product 1, I want to launch it on December 31st. Okay, launch product 1. Okay, so then I want to say, okay, starting here, I want to start promoting the webinar for next week's launch. Okay, and then I can click in that and I can say, what does that mean? Okay, that means that we're going to post on Facebook, that we're going to have a Facebook ad, that we're going to have an Instagram ad, whatever else we want to say there. Then if I'm like, okay, well, that's like the actual launch part, what am I going to do for the next 2 months to build up to this? So maybe I'm going to start running a Facebook ad next week for awareness. So I might say awareness Facebook ad starts running. And I would put that under the marketing part. And I would also click in here and I would say like copy, and I would, put out the copy. And then I would attach the image for that ad here. And I would say, audience, cold audience, target for video views. So I would just kind of make notes on like what that ad was going to be within that card and within that that column. And so I would go through like everywhere from where we're at today to the actual launch of the product and just kind of map out like what ads need to go out, what emails need to go out, what Instagram posts need to go out, like whatever I want to map out, I map it out here in the calendar view. And that way, when I go back here, it's all there. So if there was, I can see like, oh, I'm going to launch product 1 on December 31st. Oh, I'm going to start promoting the webinar on the 24th. Oh, I'm going to run this Facebook ad on the 29th. And so what happens is it all kind of lives in here for all of the things that I'm launching or whatever. Now, if I have an ad running all the time, I will just place it in here. So I'll just say like ad running for $1 trial for membership or something like that. So then I would put all the details in here of what that ad looked like, when it started, when I want to end it, that kind of thing. If I want to end it at a certain time, I'll put a due date on it. So like, okay, I started this ad and I really would like to end it on December 5th. Okay, great. So now it has a due date. I can also use my labels to be able to kind of plan everything out here and be able to see it better at a view. But this is how I keep up with all of my marketing efforts. So at any given time, I can come into this master marketing plan, and on my actual board, you can see like, oh, I have these 3 ads running. And then if I want to stop one or I want to check in on it every week or whatever, then I have a notification that pops up within Trello that tells me I need to go check on that ad, or that I need to do this thing to it or whatever. And again, I have things feeding into this board as well. So if I am prepping for the launch of product 1, I am likely going to have an entire board for that product. And what I will do is I will tell Butler to feed all of the marketing pieces of the launch into this column of this board. So anytime I put things into the marketing pieces of launching product 1, it will switch over to this board and will work in that way. So that's the way I do it. There's probably 152 different ways that you can do it, but that's the way I do it and the way that works best for me. So thank you so much, Josh, for asking this question. I've linked to Josh's channels below, so make sure you check those out. So if you are a big fan of Trello and you know you want to use it for all the things, I have a really fun free offer for you, and it is basically my boards copy and pastable. So you can copy all of my boards, my marketing boards, my sales funnel boards, my video planning boards, all of them, and you can copy them into your own account so you can use them as you wish. So to copy those, all you have to do is go to jessicastansberry.com/copy my boards. And you will have to have your own Trello account. You copy the boards inside there, and you can use them to your heart's content. If this helped you at all, give me a thumbs up and make sure you hit subscribe, because I don't want you to miss any other tips and tricks with me every single week. Bye, y'all.